Chapter 5, Flickers of Envy, Part 5. At 15, Lucas and Thomas navigated the hallways of their high school with a comfortable familiarity. While Lucas still found solace in his books and thoughts, Thomas continued to shine as a star athlete, drawing crowds and admirers wherever he went. But recently, the chatter around school had shifted, and a new name floated through the air: Mina. As they settled into their usual spot at lunch, Thomas leaned forward, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "Did you hear about Mina?" he asked, barely able to contain himself. "She just shattered the world record for the 100-meter dash." Lucas raised an eyebrow, pretending to be uninterested as he bit into his sandwich. "I heard something about it. What's the deal?" "She didn't just break the record, man. She destroyed it, by a full second," Thomas exclaimed, his enthusiasm contagious. "They're saying she's magically enhanced or something. It's all over social media." Lucas tried to suppress the flutter of excitement in his chest, brushing it off as the natural buzz of school gossip. He couldn't quite pinpoint why Mina's accomplishment stirred something within him. Maybe it was the adrenaline of the underdog story, or the sheer awe of someone harnessing their abilities to such a degree. He couldn't help to think what would have been his life if he didn't have to restrain his powers. "Everyone's speculating about how she got her powers," Thomas continued, his voice a mix of intrigue and disbelief. "Some think it's a genetic mutation, while others believe she must have gone through some kind of training that unlocked her potential." He felt a strange kinship with her. After all, they were both navigating their abilities in a world that didn't fully understand them. Still, the idea of her being called magically enhanced bothered him. He didn't want to see her categorized as a freak or an anomaly, especially not when he understood the weight of those labels firsthand. "Do you think she'll compete in the Hybris Games?" Thomas asked, his eyes wide with excitement. "Maybe," Lucas replied, his voice distant. The conversation seemed to fade as he pondered Mina's journey, the thrill of her success tinged with a hint of envy. He didn't want to admit it, but he felt overshadowed by her achievements. It was as if her newfound powers brought his own abilities into sharper focus, highlighting the contrast between them. "Come on, man. You should be more excited about this," Thomas nudged him, pulling Lucas back from his thoughts. "It's a big deal. We should celebrate." "Yeah, I guess," Lucas said, forcing a smile, trying to mirror Thomas's enthusiasm. But deep down, a storm of conflicting emotions brewed within him: excitement, admiration, and an unsettling undercurrent of uncertainty. He wanted to feel joy for this, to be swept up in the hype, but instead, he felt a disquieting sense of isolation. As they left the cafeteria, the sounds of laughter and chatter surrounded them, but Lucas felt a distance from it all. He couldn't shake the feeling that Mina's rise was a reflection of his own hidden potential, a reminder of the abilities he kept buried beneath layers of secrecy. "Let's go watch her next race," Thomas suggested, oblivious to Lucas's inner turmoil. "I bet she'll break more records." "Sure," Lucas agreed absently, his mind elsewhere. He could almost see the energy swirling around Mina as she raced down the track, the cheers of the crowd echoing in his ears. But alongside that image was a nagging thought. What if her power came at a cost? What if she struggled with the same burdens he carried, just hidden behind a mask of confidence? What if she's still restraining them? As they walked outside, the sun illuminated the school grounds, but Lucas felt a shadow lingering over him. With each step, he couldn't help but wonder if Mina's triumph was merely the beginning of something much bigger, and if he would ever find the courage to embrace his own power before it was too late. The world was buzzing with excitement, but within him lay the quiet realization that the journey ahead would be anything but simple.